When you book an Airbnb for your vacation, you're interacting with a company that completely revolutionized the travel industry and is worth billions of dollars. But what if I told you that this entire global empire only exists because two broke guys couldn't afford to pay their rent? The story of Airbnb is an insane tale of an absolute desperation. It's a story of a company that faced so much rejection and failure that the founders had to resort to hand gluing boxes of cheap breakfast cereals in their kitchen just to survive. This is the untold, stressful, and chaotic true story of how a completely weird idea became a hospitality giant against all odds. The story begins with Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, two unemployed guys who were trying to figure out a business. They decided to revisit an old concept they had tried, making money by renting out air beds in their apartment. They recruited their old roommate, Nathan, a computer programmer, to help them build a legitimate website to rent out air beds to people attending sold out conferences. But when they launched, almost nobody noticed. In fact, they had only two paying customers, and one of them was Brian himself. People thought the idea of sleeping in strangers' house was a weird social experiment. Desperate for traction, they relaunched the site right before Democratic National Convention, where Barack Obama was speaking. They emailed every journalist they could find, and they finally got a small spike in booking. But as soon as the political convention ended, the customers completely vanished. Their traffic flatlined to zero, dropping them into a terrifying period and leaving them right back at square one. They were totally in debt. Their credit cards were maxed out, and they were waking up with their hearts pounding from anxiety. At rock bottom, they had a crazy realization. Their business was called Air Bed and Breakfast. So, if the airbeds weren't selling, maybe they should sell the breakfast. To capitalize on the upcoming US elections, they created two limited edition cereal brands, Obama O's and McCain's. They bought 1,000 cheap boxes of standard cereal from a supermarket and spent their nights hand folding and hot gluing their custom political packaging together. Brian remembers burning his hands with hot glue and thinking that Mark Zuckerberg never had to do this to build his company. But miraculously, the gimmick worked. By selling the cereals as rare collectibles for $40 a box, they made around $30,000 and finally paid off their crushing credit card debts. Despite the cereal success, they still had no real customers for their actual apartment rental business. They ate the leftover dry cereals themselves because they couldn't afford real food. In a final act of desperation, they applied to Y Combinator, a famous startup accelerator that gives funding to entrepreneurs. During their interview, the investors hated the idea, asking why anyone would ever want a stranger in their house. Brian and Joe thought they had failed their very last shot. But as they walked out of the room, Joe pulled out a box of their Cap McCain cereal and explained how they made it to get out of debt. The lead investor, Paul Graham, was stunned and said, "You guys are like cockroaches. You just won't die." Because they proved they would literally do anything to survive, Combinator invested in them. The investment changed everything, and soon more investors poured money into Airbnb. The company scaled globally. But their survival skills were tested again in 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Bookings in Europe dropped by 80% overnight, and it looked like the company might be destroyed. Yet, just like the cockroaches they were called years ago, Airbnb adapted, survived the lockdown, and continued its dominance. Brian Chesky went from gluing cereal boxes to being named as an ambassador of global entrepreneurship by President Obama himself. It proves that in business, pure survival instinct is often more valuable than a perfect idea.